Hey everybody, I've got my cookbook out. We're going to make banana bread, and guess what? I use my cookbook too. You probably notice in our videos that I keep it over on this little stand that I have on my stove because I use it all the time, and then I don't have to go search because I have everything in one book. But we're making banana nut bread today. I have 3 banana bread recipes in my cookbook. The first one is banana bread. The next one is banana nut loaf. And the third one is a yummy strawberry banana nut loaf. So today we're going to make the banana nut bread. Some of you have asked me to make banana bread. I made it a long time ago, but I'm making it, and I'm going to gather up all of my ingredients, and I'll have them proportioned out for the exact measurements. You don't have to write it down because you can just do a screenshot. The recipe will be at the beginning of the video, and you can just sit back and watch. So while I gather our ingredients, then you just gather around and let's have fun together. I have all of our ingredients measured out and ready to start making our banana nut bread. And I have 2 bananas here that are really ripe. I have peeled them, and I wanted to show you how I prepare my bananas. I have this little hand chopper, and I'm just going to chop up our bananas using this little hand chopper that I have here. You want your bananas to be really ripe. They'll give off moisture, give off flavor as you add it to your banana nut mixture. So I'm just mixing this up real fast. I just wanted you to really see this little gadget that I have here. It's just a little hand chopper. I've had one of these in my kitchen ever since I've been married. I probably have ordered 2 or 3. You can order them from Amazon if you want to do that. So now I have that all ready, and I'm just going to set our bananas aside. Next, I'm going to cream our butter. I'm using 2/3 of a cup of butter. Using my hand mixer, I'm going to cream our sugar and butter. And I'm using 1 1/2 cups of sugar, 1 1/2 cups of sugar, 2/3 of a cup of butter, and I let the butter come to room temperature so that it's soft. Just creaming the butter and the sugar. There's nothing better than smelling a good banana loaf cooking in your kitchen. It'll get the attention of those who are still in bed. Okay, now we want to add our eggs. I have 2 eggs here, and I'm going to slightly beat them before adding them to the butter and the sugar. I'll go ahead and add our vanilla. I'm using 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 4 tablespoons of whole milk. Now, I hope that you're watching this recipe and not writing the instructions down and the ingredients down, because I have this at the beginning of all of my videos now, and so many of you have told me that that is so helpful and that you like it a lot. So I'm excited about that, to be able to do that for you. It takes time as you make these home videos to perfect it, and we just all keep working on making it better and better for you, and I hope that we're accomplishing that here with Home with the Halsteads. Okay. Now we're going to add our banana. We'll have all of our liquid and wet ingredients mixed together. So I'm just going to stir that around. We're getting there. This is really fast, very, very quick, easy to make, simple ingredients. Now, next we're going to add our dry ingredients. I have a cup and a half of all-purpose flour. I sifted that, I measured it, and then I added 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I re-sifted and just set it aside to this point. I'm going to go ahead and add our pecans. I'm using a 1/2 cup of chopped pecans, and I like to toss mine in flour or coat them with flour. It helps them to not all settle in the bottom. So now what we want to do is just to mix our banana nut mixture so that the ingredients are wet. We don't want to over mix it, but we want all of the ingredients to be wet, and then we'll be ready to pour it into our loaf pan. I'm using a 5x9 loaf pan. I've lined it with parchment paper. That helps it to come out of the pan easily. Then it makes for an easy cleanup as well. I'm just mixing it, making sure that all the dry ingredients are now incorporated into the batter. I've preheated my oven to 350 degrees. We'll bake the banana bread for an hour, and then we'll check it, and we want to make sure that it's done. We'll test it by using a toothpick. We'll insert it in the middle. When it comes out clean, that means that your banana bread is done. So now we'll just spread it out, make sure that you fill the corners real well. And I like to have an overlap of my parchment paper. It makes it easy to lift out of the pan. And there you have it. Our banana loaf is ready to go in the oven. I'll see you when it's done. I have just opened our oven to check our banana nut bread, and it is done. It is beautiful. I'm going to take it out of the oven, let it rest for about 5 minutes, and place it on a cooling rack to completely cool, and then we'll cut a slice and taste it. Our bread is still warm, but I'm going to see if I can cut it. Let's just see how we do here. Just gonna cut it just like this. Look at that. And see how the pecans stayed scattered throughout the bread. I just dusted those with a little flour before I placed them in the mixture. I'm going to go ahead and cut Doug a piece. I know he's going to want some too. He doesn't like the end piece. He likes the inside. So he's going to love, love, love this. Look at that. Oh my goodness. How beautiful is that? I think it turned out great. Okay, you just can't get any more simple than this. This banana bread, we just whipped it up in no time, didn't we? I hope you'll make some. I hope you'll enjoy it. And I wish that my 3 grandchildren were here, because all 3 of them love, love, love banana bread in any fashion, no matter what recipe it's made by. This is really moist. So I don't remember the name of the follower that asked me to please make a moist banana bread. Well, here it is. So let's try it. Look at that. It's just so delicious. I love it. I've already cut some and put it in a little container, and I'm going to share with my neighbor. She'll love it, and he will too, her husband. That is so good. It really, really is. I wouldn't tell you that it's good if it wasn't. It's really, really good. And I'll see you again really, really soon. Bye-bye.